So Joe Joyce's next opponent has been announced. Joyce will be making his American debut on the undercard of Victor Ortiz versus John Molina Jr. And as you see here, Joe Joyce's opponent is called, is it Iago Kiladze? I'm going to pronounce it like that. This will be Joe Joyce's 6th professional fight. If we take a look at Kiladze's record, I have actually seen Kiladze fight before. I saw him when he fought Adam Kaunaki. He got stopped in that fight in 6 rounds. And then more recently, both of these fights were this year, by the way, he was stopped in 5 by Michael Hunter. So he's coming off back-to-back KO losses in 6 and 5 rounds respectively. He also has a loss earlier on in his career to Yuri Kalenga, and that was at cruiserweight. But other than that, it's all wins, although it's against fairly nondescript opposition. He's originally from Georgia in Eastern Europe, and really a cruiserweight who's only moved up to heavyweight for his last couple fights. So you're not expecting Joe Joyce to have too many issues, although on paper this guy is not a bad opponent. A guy who's 26-3, on paper it looks okay, right, against Joe Joyce, particularly when Joyce is only having his 6th professional fight. So it'd be interesting to see. Here's another good thing about this particular matchup, is it'll be interesting to see how Joe Joyce's performance compares to the likes of Michael Hunter's performance and Adam Kaunaki's performance against the same opponent. So yeah, not a bad matchup for Joe Joyce's 6th professional fight. I'm sure Joe Joyce, well, I know Joe Joyce is looking to get in the ring with better people than this guy, because he really wants to be fast-tracked. He really wants to get a move on and put his foot to the floor. But be that as it may, this is not a bad opponent for his 6th pro fight. And just lastly, Joe Joyce is still with David Haye. A lot of people, including myself, were wondering, but I've been on social media and I've seen David Haye in a couple of interviews recently, and indeed Joe Joyce is still signed to Haymaker Ringstar, but he's just more on the Ringstar side now, I guess, at the moment, because he's based in the United States, and Ringstar is headed up by Richard Schaefer in the US, and the Haymaker side of things is in the UK with David Haye. So yeah, going to be interesting to see how Joe Joyce performs here. Will he have Abel Sanchez in his corner? We know he's been working with Abel Sanchez. How seriously is Abel Sanchez taking this particular task? You know, training Joe Joyce. We'll see. Scheduled for 8, which interesting, isn't it? Because Joe Joyce has already been in 10 rounders. Wasn't his pro debut a 10 rounder against Ian Lewison? I believe it was. Well, he's been in a 12 rounder against Leroy Thomas. It didn't go 12, obviously, but it was scheduled for 12. So, but then again, okay, Bakurian was 8 rounder, so on and so forth. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, people. It's Satman, I'm out.